Hola amigos and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Emma Bennet and I'm the writer of 7 contemporary romances and 1 children's picture book. Today I am going to be filming the Favourite Things tag. I was tagged by Jenna Gordon-Wright. I will put a link down to her channel below. Let's see what my favourite things are. So I think this is a first for my channel. I am recording at home, but the dogs are not in the same room as me. Both of them are actually out in the garden, which will probably mean that Paris will start barking any minute now because next door's dog will start giving it plenty. Oh, what do you know? He's just come in to join me. There we go. So that was a whole 20 seconds of filming in my house without a dog wandering around. Well, still a first. We'll go with that. So today's tag is, let me just check, 16 questions long. I've got my laptop over here with them down because there's no way that I'd be able to remember them. Let's get started. Question number 1 is, who is your favourite musician or band? I am going to be a complete pain and say I don't really have a favourite musician or band. I love all types of music. 90s pop is a particular favourite. On my most played songs on Alexa is just a huge crazy selection from some classical stuff. I particularly like Einaldi. I also really like some singer-songwriters like Nora Jones, but poppy stuff, Taylor Swift as well. I love the Foo Fighters, I love the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and I also really love jazz, especially Ella Fitzgerald. So possibly if I had to choose one artist, it would be Ella Fitzgerald. Question number 2, what are your top 3 favourite films? Oh, this is a tough one because I love watching films and choosing just 3 is really tough. There are films that I absolutely love watching with my family, things like the Marvel movies and Star Wars, Indiana Jones. We absolutely love watching those together. But if they were just my favourite movies, I would probably choose romantic comedies. Definitely You've Got Mail, that will always be my complete favourite. Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan are just so sweet in that. The storyline is brilliant. I wish I'd written it, what can I say? I also love The Shop Around the Corner, which is the film that You've Got Mail is based on. It stars James Stewart and it's brilliant. It's really sweet and funny with a very awesome heroine. Definitely try and find that if you can. It's not the easiest to get hold of. For my third, I think I will go with Breakfast at Tiffany's. It definitely had to be something with Audrey Hepburn in, and just for the outfits, it's fantastic. And the cat is so cute. So there we go, that's my 3. Question number 3, what's your favourite scent? Ooh, I'm a foodie, so it would probably have to be coffee or fresh bread or something like that. I also really love the smell of freshly mown grass. Clean washing, my husband. Okay, I'll stop there. Those are all my favourites. Question number 4, what's your favourite Disney film? When I was little, it used to be Sleeping Beauty. Although now I'm like, oh my God, she was like 16 years old and she knew the guy for about 10 minutes wandering through a forest and decided she was in love with him. What the actual... But then I moved on to Beauty and the Beast, which is understandable, the library. I just coveted the library. But now my new favourite is Encanto. And do you know what? I didn't even really like it the first time. I don't know what I was thinking, but I gave it a second go and oh yeah, can't get those songs out of my head. We don't talk about Bruno, what can we say? Next question is, what's your favourite season? It's autumn. I'm a delicate flower. I don't do very well when it's either extremely cold or extremely hot, and I get hay fever, so spring's kind of out. So autumn is lovely. I love cold evenings, cooking a roast dinner and being inside and watching some good TV while it's raining out, or going for a nice brisk walk in the autumn sunshine with crunchy leaves underfoot. Love Halloween as well, so much fun. And you don't have to buy presents. It's great. You get to have all the fun. You get to have the good food, the hanging out together, the films, but you don't have to spend a load of money on presents. That's my kind of holiday. What's your favourite seasonal drink? pumpkin spice latte all the way. I don't need to know what they put into that stuff. I know it's full of rubbish and I don't have that many of them, but I love it. There you go. Do you have a favourite shirt or article of clothing? No, I don't think that I do really. No, I don't think that I do. No, I don't think I do. I'm very fussy about socks, like stupidly fussy about socks. They have to be either cotton or bamboo and a certain thickness, a certain softness. And I do have a couple of pairs of socks that I'm very fond of, but as to anything else, no, I don't have a favourite. Who's your favourite author of all time? Jane Austen. I think her writing is just so clever and so witty. The stories are timeless. They've been redone to death because they're just the best stories, and I love her. What can I say? Do you have a favourite spot for reading or writing? I tend to like to read in bed if it's at night. Otherwise, I like to read out in the garden if it's a nice day. When I'm writing, then I write in my dining room here, just behind me at the table. Sometimes I like to read in the sitting room as well. I'm not that particular. What's your favourite food or dessert? Oh, how do I decide that? Come on, it depends on the time of day. It depends what I've eaten before, what I'm going to eat after. Pizza's always good. Basically, if I had to go gluten-free, I would be really, really miserable. I love all the bread, all the pasta, all the pizza. I just love it. I really, really do. Next question is, what's your favourite time of day? Probably the evening, either when I'm getting some writing done or if I finished writing and I'm hanging out with my family, watching some TV or playing a board game or reading. Yeah, definitely my favourite time of the day. What's your favourite colour? It's teal, and I tend to buy everything in teal. If there is an option for teal, I will have it, to the extent that like my bullet journal, my writing book, my mobile phone case, my pen, everything is like the same colour. It's like a camouflage that all just going to merge into one thing. I've got to stop buying so much teal stuff, I really do. Who's your top 3 favourite YouTube channels? Okay, well, they'd all be Authortube channels because Authortubers are the best. The first one, and I will put the links down below, would be Jessica Tescher. She is absolutely awesome. I love following her author journey and she's been hugely supportive. Second would be Bethany Atazada. She is absolutely brilliant. I really want to read some of her books, but I love her videos. She's really inspiring. She does a great job self-publishing her books. She's amazing with marketing and so honest, explaining exactly how she does things and how much money she makes. I really like that. And then the last one would be Kate Kavanagh. She is really, really funny. I love her writing vlogs. Very entertaining indeed. What's your favourite musical or play? My favourite musical or play would be The Importance of Being Earnest by Oscar Wilde. I've seen it a couple of times and I've read it many times. My favourite performance of it was when we went to an open air performance of it. It was at Caldecott Castle. So you were sitting in these castle ruins and they had tea and coffee available. Everybody bought picnics and camping chairs and it was a really awesome evening. That's definitely my favourite. What's your favourite place you've visited? Favourite place I visited would be Bath. I just thought it was the most beautiful city I've ever been to and just so steeped in history. But I only got to go there for the day, so I'm really hoping that later this year I'll be able to go for an overnight trip with my husband. I would really like to be able to fit that in this year. And the final question is, who do I tag? I am tagging Jessica Tescher. I know that she likes to do some tag videos, so I'm really hoping that she will have a go at this one. Well, I hope that you enjoyed hearing my answers to this tags video. If you did, please consider subscribing if you haven't already and boop that notification bell so that YouTube will let you know when my videos are available. I will catch you in the next one.